Sitting in the center of this whiteboard is modeling clay. It's been in a cold room for a while, so when I first pick it up, it's going to feel so hard and really difficult to squeeze. But I'm going to use the warmth of my hands to soften it so I can hold it still, squeeze it tight. I can try squeezing it with one hand and then the other. I can try twisting it into smaller shapes and squeezing those parts to get them warm. Basically, if you're moving your clay and squeezing your clay, it will slowly become very soft, almost buttery soft. And while that's happening, your hands will become very strong. It's always good to use your hands when you feel that sore feeling, when you feel that tired feeling in your fingers and hands. That means they're getting stronger and stronger. You'll be able to climb more trees, save more lives. And that's why using clay is good. This is a sheet showing shapes. It's showing different kinds of shapes you can learn to make with your clay, different shapes you can try. A sphere, a tic-tac, a teardrop, a cylinder, a cone, a hemisphere, a bowl, a cookie, and a cube. The sphere is up in the left-hand corner because that is where I always start. I recommend that you start with a sphere. And it's cool because you were born with a little cup in one hand, in your palm, and then a little cup in your other hand. And when you put that clay in there and go in circles, it starts to make a smooth sphere. You can also push on any poking out parts with your fingers to help condense it into a ball. And be sure and do lots of circles either on your table or between your two palms to make a smooth sphere. Between my palms to me is the best. So once you have a nice sphere and you're good at that, then think of all the things you can make. Oranges, grapefruits, tiny little grapes, tiny little peas, balls. All kinds of things can be made from your clay. When you shimmy back and forth on that ball, you can make a tic-tac shape or a hot dog shape. So there I am with my tips. They're still rounded from when it was a ball, but if I touch it down to the board, I can make flat ends and it will look like a cylinder. Imagine what you can make with a cylinder. You can make a can. And if you start with a sphere and just shimmy the top, it might look like a pear. And if you shimmy the bottom too, it'll start to become a shape that is bulky in the middle with two smaller ends. And you'll see what I'm going to do. I'm going to curve it into a moon shape, which can become a crescent or a banana. There's a nice smooth banana shaped with a roundness and a little curve, and it's thin top and bottom. I'd also like to show you how to make a bowl. I'm going to start over again with a sphere, holding it between my palms, and then I'm going to, I decided to make a cookie or a plate. Notice that when you have a round sphere and you push it down flat onto the table, it becomes a very circular shape like a plate. So that's pretty easy to make it round if you start with a sphere. Now I'm going to show you the bowl shape. I push it back into a sphere, get it nice and smooth. And then I'm going to push my thumb down into the top of the middle of the clay. And it makes a little hole. And then I'm going to turn it and squeeze the walls just lightly. If I turn and squeeze a couple times around, and I condense the walls and bottom bit by bit till it feels even between my fingers, it becomes a really nice bowl. This will be something that you can put food shapes into in the future. Today is a day of experimenting. What shapes can you make? Can you make it into a cube by pressing on opposite sides? I will put this diagram on the screen so you can pause it now.